Welcome to the class of design of RC structure. Today we will discuss about staircase design. So first of all, we have to know what is the contents in the staircase. We have to know the technical terms, the requirement of good staircase, as well as the dimension of the steps, and what types of steps we are used, and classification of staircase. So first of all, stairs is a set of steps which gives access from floor to floor. From one floor to another floor, we get access. And the room or enclosure of the building in which stair is located is known as staircase, right? The staircase provide access and communication between floors in multi-story building, and are a path by which fire can spread from one floor to another. Now, therefore, it must be enclosed by fire resisting walls, right? And walls, floors, ceiling, and doors. And it must be designed to carry certain loads, which are similar to those used for design of the floors. And stair may be constructed of either it may be from timber, bricks, steel, or reinforced cement concrete, either by stone. Okay. Now, some technical terms we should know. This is the a pictorial view of a staircase. You can see. So these are the steps. Okay. So you can see. This is the step. What is step? It is a portion of stair which permits ascent or descent. A stair is composed of set of steps, and this is tread, right? This is tread, the horizontal part. It is the upper horizontal portion of a step upon which a foot is placed while ascending or descending also. And what is the riser? Riser, actually, this is this portion, the vertical portion of a step providing support to the tread. The tread is supported on a riser. And the landing, here you can see, this is the landing. Landing is a level platform at the top or bottom of a flight between the floors. And you can see the flight, right? This is an unbroken series of steps between landing. Now, what is going? You can see this is the going. Going, actually, it is a horizontal distance between two successive riser faces. There is one riser face and there is another riser face. So this is the horizontal distance between two successive riser faces. And what is nosing? You can see this is nosing. This is elaborate here. What is nosing? Nosing, actually, this is a projecting part of the tread beyond the face of riser. And this is scotia, right? This is scotia. What is scotia? It is a moduling provided under the nosing to provide strength to nosing. And now you can see this is the soffit part. What is soffit? Soffit, it is the underside of a stair. Okay, underside of a stair. And pitch or slope, you can see it is the angle which the line of nosing of the stair makes with the horizontal. Now there is another term, that is string. What is string? These are the sloping member which support the steps in a stair. And you can see there is a newel post. Newel post is the vertical member which is placed at the end of a flight to actually to connect the end of the string and the handrail. Okay. Now you can see this is the baluster. What is baluster? It is vertical member of, you can it may be either from wood or metal or from RC structure. The main purpose of the baluster is to supporting to the handrail, right? And the headroom, actually, headroom is the clear vertical distance between the tread and overload structure, right? Now, what is a good requirement of a good staircase? It should be wide enough to carry the user without much crowd or inconvenience, and in residential building a 90 centimeter wide stair is sufficient, while in public 1.5 to 1.8 meter width may be required. And what is the length of flight should be? The number of steps should be not more than 12 and not less than 3 for comfort point of view. Okay, and what is the requirement of good staircase is another part is pitch of stair. Pitch should be limited to 30 to 45 degree. Okay, in case of stair, for a good staircase the pitch should be limited to 30 to 45 degree angle. And what is the headroom? We discussed earlier. Height of headroom should not be less than 2.1 or 2.3 meter. That means 210 centimeter to 230 centimeter. And balustrade, stair should always provide with balustrade, right? Now if we move to the step dimension, then we can say the rise and going should be of such dimension as to provide comfort to user, and the going should not be less than 25 centimeter through 30 centimeter going is quite comfortable, and the rise should be limited to 10 to 15 centimeter, right? And the width of landing should not be less than width of stair. And what material of construction we can use in case of stair? The material should be fire resistance and sufficiently strong. And if you say what is the classification of staircase, there are many types of stair, like straight staircase, standing staircase, quarter turn, half turn, 3/4 turn. The half turn is actually another name is called dog-legged stair. Okay, in your syllabus dog-legged stair is very much important. The numerical problem will comes from dog-legged staircase. This is a numerical problem of a staircase. Your height of the floor is given 2.79 meter, and trade is 250 millimeter, rise is 155 millimeter. So width of the staircase is also given is 100 millimeter or 1 meter. If the data is not given, we assume width of our staircase is 1 meter. So from here we can calculate our number of riser. Our number of riser is how much? Height of the between floor divided by the riser. So 18 number of riser we can get. So for one flight we use 9 number of rise, and for another flight we use 9 number of flight. Okay, so number of tread should be rise minus 1. So in our case first flight our tread is 8 and riser is 9. For second case also, for second flight our number of tread is 8 and number of rise is 9. So from there we can calculate the height of the landing, as given below, and by this way we can calculate our effective span. I will send this PPT later after the class. You can thoroughly go through it and you can find out the procedure. This is the same procedure that I have been used in the case of slab. Actually in case of staircase we design this problem like a slab also. This is the load calculation. Load calculation is live load and dead load, comprising of live load and dead load, and we also use the finishes. If the value is not given, we assume the finishes as 1 kilonewton per millimeter or meter square. So this is the loading diagram. Okay, hence we calculate the maximum bending moment, and there we can calculate our AST, that is the area of reinforcement, and then we calculate our spacing and secondary spacing. And this is the detailing of staircase. By complete the designing part, you can see the detailing of staircase. Okay, thank you. That's all for today. Now I will send you the PPT after the class. You can say go through it, and thank you. That's all for today. Now.